Welcome, Gurks, to another epic video. Today, I want to tell you about the best kept secret in the gacha gaming industry. A game you're not playing and you probably haven't heard of, or if you did, you didn't hear good things because it wasn't considered a gacha game. But it is. That game is this one. It's the First Descendant. And I think the First Descendant is the best gacha game ever. I think I am willing to die on that hill, at least for right now. Why do I think this is a gacha game? Because a lot of people would just consider it a live service looter shooter. Every gacha game has some sort waifu aesthetic to it. They got to appeal to the sexual side of everybody. And every single gacha game not only has the time gating, but it has some like intricate build system that requires a lot of grinding, right? This game has all of that, and I would say to a better degree than most of its competitors. Uh, I come from a background of being a Hoyo creator. I played Genshin. I played Star Rail. I played Wuthering Waves. I played a little bit of Nikke. I played was it Disco Elysium? No, Dislight. Dislight. I played Raid Shadow Legends. I played a decent number of gachas, not a ton, but mostly mainstream ones. And this game scratches that itch, but better. I'm going to showcase everything that I want to talk about in this video with Inez. This is Inez. Just like a gacha game, you got skins, I can change her makeup. I can change her hair. I can give her long hair, colored hair. I can, change all these things. You can change her outfit. You can normal outfits. You can go, latex suit. They got summer skins. They got crossover skins. They got just, normal skins. They got all of the skins. They got a shop where you can buy other skins. Some are universal for every character. Some of them are just for the one character. You can even color the skins and make them different colors. This one is like a kimono. I made it like white and blue. If I wanted to, I could color other parts of it to make it look even more different. But I just liked how this one looked, so that's what I did. You even have weapons, you got ultimate weapons and normal weapons, just like a gacha game. Put skins on those as well. In terms of characters, you got a whole roster of characters. Yellow ones are ultimate, gray ones are normal. Ultimate's like a 5-star, normal's like a 4-star. See, we catching the same things here. Every character's got 4 abilities. They got a passive. Every character's got a arcade tree where you level their passives. Every character has a weapon, multiple weapons they can equip and swap between. And then they also got this module page, which is again more passives. Every character you can have multiple loadouts though to do different things. Every character has external components, which would be like your relics in other games or your artifacts. Every character's got a reactor that you equip to make them even more powerful. So I think we're all seeing a kind of running theme here. You build your characters in this game just like you build them in a gacha game. Now, what are the loops of the game? How does the game work? Well, for one, this game is like a hub city game. So you have your hub city named Albion, and in your hub city, you got these little vendors that let you do different things. The vendor that is the most important, of course, is the one that lets you do crafting, because instead of having a stamina system like every other gacha game that keeps you from being able to play and earn things, instead, you can grind as much as you want and unlock everything. But you are gated on crafting it. So like it takes time to make the weapon. It takes time to make the materials to make the weapon. But you can keep playing infinitely. So there's no like downtime like a normal gacha game. Also, all of this is free. So I grind the material and then I grind the weapon and I get it. I basically can grind every 5-star weapon and character for free. I can grind multiple copies of the weapon to make it more powerful, to upgrade its passive for free. Characters don't have that as a mechanic, thank God. But you do have to level them up and reset their level over and over to give them more room for more components or modules, which make them more powerful. We'll go over that later. Crystallization catalysts are the main material that you need to farm in order to upgrade said characters and unlock their potential. And every character and weapon needs one energy activator to basically double the capacity that they have. You can see in here, if I want to make Ajax, I can make his enhanced cell collect these materials and research it to make it. Then I can combine his 3 elements or cells into one to make Ajax. Every character in the game can be made this way. There's no gating here. On top of that, weapons work the same way. Now, weapons have even more to them than characters do. They're just different. So weapons, they also have the module system, right? So you want to insert the module, you want to level the module up, and you can fit more in it with capacity by turning the point to match the element. You insert it. So you click the button, you go, boop, I need it to be this symbol, and you click it, you turn it into the symbol, and then it costs half as much. Very simple. Not only there, though, you have cores. So you have these 4 attributes on the screen here. You see this one has self-trigger rate, firearm attack, weak point damage, and toxic. They're all gold, meaning they are the top tier rolls. And that's on every single gun. You can roll those whenever you want. You don't have to re-get the gun to re-get the roll. But you also get a core, and you slot a core onto the gun, and then you get 5 more passives to just put on it. And you can grind those as well and slot those on the gun to make the gun even more powerful. So not only do you get powerful guns, you get powerful skills. Now, moving on, every season you got passive buffs. You grind this out pretty quick, and then you got buffs that you can just swap between to make your character even more OP than they were before. Running theme, gaining power. Now, the core loop of the game is to pick something that you want. So say I want a new character. I want Bunny. They can show you the 4 different passives here. Or not passives, the 4 different ways to make her. You need all of these to combine her. So if I want this enhanced cell, I can click F on it. It says I get it from here, Vulgus Field Generator. I would go here, I would do said mission, and then I will get a chance to get it. This is where the gacha part comes in. Because you're guaranteed every character for free, you gacha to essentially see how many times you're running it to get said character. So I have a 20% chance when I run this mission to unlock a Bunny enhanced cell. Once I get it, I have one, and then I have to focus on the next thing. And then I go this one, Magister Lab. This is another probably 20% chance to get this one. Once you get them all, you combine it and you get the character. I think this is far superior than gacha games. The fact that I can collect all of the waifus in the game, all the husbandos, for free without needing to spend a dime is awesome. You get whoever you want. The best characters, the old characters, the new characters, day one releases, everything. And that's also the weapons. If you're playing a gacha game and you're worried about FOMO, you don't have character FOMO in this game. You're going to get everybody, and I think that cannot be overstated at all. This is important. Most people play gacha games to collect everybody and to experience the raw power of every character. And holy crap, that's the whole point of this game. I'm going to jump into one of the new activities, Sigma Sector. And I'm playing currently the best character in the game, who is not even an ultimate, just a normal character. Her name's Inez. She's going to get nerfed. Probably won't be too big, but she has to get nerfed. You're going to see why in this. She's very, very strong. But as we're going in, I'll also point out you can play everything in this game with 4 people. So if you have homies, you can get 3 of them in your party, and you can run all the content as a group outside of solo only story missions. But most gacha games, you basically just play alone. You can co-op the dumb stuff, that means nothing, but you have to play alone. And in this game, you can farm basically everything with your friends, which I think is huge and infinitely makes this more fun than a standard gacha game. Now, combat, everything. This game looks beautiful. Look at this. You got beautiful landscape. Because I'm streaming it, I'm not playing on, full ray tracing, but you probably can't tell because it looks beautiful. And this character is the lightning element, so she has a bunch of lightning attacks. She can chain lightning between all the enemies, and it just looks really, really cool. Lots of flashy numbers, as a looter shooter would. However, obviously, I'm not shooting my gun at all, because this character cares way more about skill damage. It's pretty OP. But I'll shoot my gun here just so you can see. You can shoot your guns and do damage and stuff. Some characters are all built around their guns, and they are very, very good at it, and it's OP. Looking at Yugale and Serena and Haley. But other characters, you don't have to shoot your gun at all. So there kind of is just a character for every person's playstyle, and I think that's important. There's also a pretty diverse-looking cast of characters. I mean, it's not the most diverse thing in the world, but you should be able to find a character that you resonate with, that you like, that you think is cool, that vibes with you. And another notable thing, and I think the thing that makes this better than all gacha games of all time, and I'm not afraid to say this, this is the one gacha game without a single lolly character. I'm going to repeat that. No lollies. And that's awesome. There is no underaged weirdo garbage that I'm aware of in this game. Because obviously these games sexualize things, right? They release hot characters so that you want to get them and keep playing and use the characters. And not having some weirdo lolly thing in the game is so great. And I hope they never add it. And if they have it, and it is so well hidden that I would never know. I guess I don't know any of the characters' ages because I skipped a majority of the story. Sorry, I just wanted to hit endgame. Like, that's huge to me because obviously this game is a little bit more realistic looking than your average gacha game. The graphics are a lot better. It requires better hardware to run. But also this game definitely is more mature than your average gacha game. The characters look older. They look more like actual women. They show things that other games don't normally show. Not that there's nudity or anything, but this game is a little bit more for the older crowd, which is cool. So it's nice that they just keep out the younger crowd entirely. And then once we're almost done with this mission, so you'll be able to see kind of what the ending screen looks like. But when we get to the end of the mission, you get the chance of getting those rewards. Every one of these enemies drops stuff, by the way. Literally, they either drop ammo, Kuiper, gold. You can see it on the right. They drop weapons that you can build. They drop components to make yourself stronger. They drop reactors to equip to make yourself stronger. All things that you need. They released a dog that you'll see running around. Mine's called Nameless Fellow. That will pick up all of that loot for me so that I'm not manually having to pick it up. You got a grappling hook, which lets you move around the map a lot faster than you normally would. And there's a lot of like cool tech you can do with the grapples and like different ways you can build it. Like mine, I can attach anywhere. I don't have to like hook it onto something like Spider-Man. And that just lets me kind of do things like the Superman jump much easier than I would normally be able to. And then we're about to do a mini boss fight in a second. They're inside these pods. This character is by far the best mobber in the game, by the way. They just kill everything so quickly. They're a little bit slower on the bosses, but like these bosses are super easy. This is essentially a mission that you normally would farm in about 2-3 minutes with this character in order to get some materials to level them up. Mine is not full build. I'm actually running her in order to get her full build right now, as everyone else is doing. But this kind of lets you see one of the bosses. This boss has a mechanic where they trap you in a cage, they do this, and they dash through, and you'll die if you're standing in it, which is pretty, annoying, but obviously it's easy. You can dodge it. Everyone can. I use my Bonkai. So at the end of the mission, you are greeted with mission complete. You can just straight up restart the mission. You can go back to Albion. You can view your stats with your whole team. So you can see like, oh, look how much damage I dealt, how much I received, how many times I killed with a gun versus skill, all of the loot that I gathered, any proficiencies I gained with my weapons or my character. Where that's important is you do need to level your gun up to level 40 in order to slot on a new component. And then you will reset the level with an assigned module socket type in order to increase its power. So that's an important aspect. Same with your character. You'll level them up to 40, and then you'll reset their level and level them up again over and over until they're done. That's kind of the grind part of the game. But I think it's fun. I enjoy running these missions. I think they're enjoyable. I'm trying to think of other ways you could consider this as like, a gacha game specifically. I mean, you gamble your time instead of money. You're collecting waifus and husbandos. You're doing OP combat. You can fight bosses too. So, like, on this one, you can see they have these bosses called Void Intercept battles, and you get stuff from these too. And the bosses are pretty sweet. I'll show you the newest boss, and I'm pretty sure I will just one-shot it because of the build I'm going to use. But I will show you anyway. Let's make sure we're on boss. Yep, that's the boss one. And then we're going to be on bossing build, bossing gun. Okay, this should be pretty sick. Now, part of the only issue I have with this game is that it is too easy. But every gacha game is too easy, to be clear. There isn't one that's not. And at least this game's not pay to win. It's just grind to win. So if you want to enjoy crazy power fantasies, if you want to play a gacha game that doesn't require money for the fun part, I would definitely look at giving this one a shot. and I want to end this video with me killing this boss. And I don't want to embarrass myself live because I might just, fumble this. That's very possible. There's a specific way you have to do it, and if you don't do it that way, you'll fail. But we'll see. Let's do this. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, I failed. No, we were supposed to one-shot the boss there. We're bad. We're trash. But you'll get to see this fight longer. You could say I did this for extra content if you were. This character can fly. Yeah, we did it for extra content, everyone. Believe. I think I kind of forgot to do one of my abilities, low-key. Okay, and we'll dash, and then... Every time this character dashes, they reload their gun, which is super cool. I just realized I'm definitely on the wrong external component set, and that's why this isn't working. We're missing a lot of HP for this. This character scales off HP, so I'm doing less damage purely because I don't have HP. That being said, we're going to kill this thing in a second here. You're allowed 3 deaths, so if I do die again, it's just over, but it'll be okay. Promise. Oh, I know why this isn't working. We don't have the right inversions. Oh my gosh. If I had an editor, I would say edit this part out and we will, GG go next and try this again. But, it's almost more fun just to suffer through this and make it look like we're terrible. We're literally running the wrong inversions. I'm so silly. Just for kicks and giggles, we're going to reload this with the correct stuff, and then you'll see what I mean. Obviously super easy. We've never been better at a video game in our life. Okay, redo this. This is the inversions. These are the buffs that you need. So we don't want that one. We want this one. We don't want that one. We want this one. And we don't want that one. We want this one. These are going to make a huge difference. Like, an insane difference. You'll see what I mean in 2 seconds here. Because I've killed this boss in 3 seconds before. Literally 3 seconds. Without dying. Alright. So you want to use your 2 ability to half your health. You're going to use it again. Get your health even lower. Boss is going to start dropping in. I'm going to pop my 4. Give myself my crazy buff. We are going to roll all the way up to the guy. We are going to jump up right here. And then we're going to blast him in the shoulder. He should have been dead. I missed a shot, but you'll see that was obviously way quicker, very easy, very cool. Boss drops all of his loot, and then we can move on and restart him if we need to, which we don't because we've already farmed him more than enough. But that's going to be it for this video. I think all of you should try out the First Descendant. This is not some sponsored ad, but for anyone that currently plays a gacha game, I think you'll just find more fun and fulfillment out of this one. Personally, it scratches every itch your gacha game does, except it's made by a Korean studio instead of a Chinese or Japanese one, and it is just great fun. The characters look great, the world looks great. I mean, look at this person. I'm an angel, just a car lady. Like, she is so sick looking. Everyone in this game looks so unbelievably cool, and the game is just great. I don't know what else to tell you. I love it, and I hope you will love it too. If you liked today's video and you're planning on giving the game a try, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, of course, and let me know how it is going for you. And if you're not going to try it, let me know why as well. Maybe there's something I missed, and I can help you see why this is a game worth looking at. Love you all.